let's jump right into it. Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're going on a bit of a journey together. Think of it as a gentle, almost storybook-style guide to unlocking your absolute true potential. We're going to blend that timeless, super calming wisdom of ancient Stoic philosophy with the really concrete, fascinating discoveries of modern neuroscience. If you've ever wondered how to actually achieve your potential and why mastering your own mind is just so incredibly important, you're in the exact right place. To anchor us, let's start with a really profound thought that you've probably seen floating around the internet as a quote from the Stoic philosopher Epictetus. The chief task in life is simply this: to identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals not under my control and which have to do with the choices I actually control. Just take a deep breath and let that sink in for a second. The absolute core of achieving your potential is literally just separating the noise of the world from your own actions. By embracing a calm mindset and focusing all our energy solely on what we can govern, we take our power back. Okay, let's dive into this. That ancient wisdom, it perfectly mirrors a concept from modern psychology called the internal locus of control. Think of this as the magical spark of your journey. It's this deep-seated belief that you actually have control over your own destiny, your choices, and, yep, even your physical health outcomes. Taking this kind of radical ownership is absolutely step one to reaching your true potential. So there are two distinct paths laid out right in front of us. On one hand, we've got the hero's path, the internal locus of control, where we own our choices. On the other hand, the external locus, where we kind of just surrender, believing fate, luck, or, other powerful people dictate our lives. And the research is super clear here. Those walking that internal path are far more likely to build health-promoting habits. They don't wait around for luck, they forge their own path. Meet your wise guide, the prefrontal cortex. This little area of your brain is essentially your command center. It handles attention, complex decision-making, working memory, and self-control. When you're tempted to stray off your path, and hey, we all are, the prefrontal cortex steps in. It stops those automatic impulses and helps regulate our emotions so we can actually make choices that align with our long-term goals. It's literally your inner wise guide. Now, what's really interesting here is neuroplasticity. This is your brain's actual superpower. It proves without a doubt that we aren't stuck with our current limitations. No way. Every single time you make a positive choice or learn something new, you're physically rewiring your brain. You're building brand new neural pathways and strengthening the old ones through practice and repetition. You are physically supporting your own greatness. Navigating the woods, habits, and emotions. So how does this actually play out every single day? Well, it's all about the habit loop. To save energy, our brains automate behaviors into a three-step sequence. The cue, which is a trigger or signal, then the routine, which is the behavior itself, and finally, the reward, giving you that physical or mental satisfaction. Understanding this loop is the absolute secret to rewriting those deeply ingrained automatic responses. And when a negative cue hits, the best emotional regulation strategy you can possibly use is to simply create space. Emotions happen so incredibly fast, right? But by intentionally pausing, maybe just taking a deep breath, you slow down the moment between the trigger and your response. That tiny little pause gives your prefrontal cortex the breathing room it needs to take the wheel. Another amazing strategy is tuning into your physical symptoms. Really notice what you're feeling. Is your jaw clenched tight? Is your heart racing? By becoming curious about these physical sensations, you step back into the role of an observer. You can actually watch your emotions happen without being hijacked by them, which keeps you perfectly on your path. The ancient map. Stoic rules for life. So the crucial point is this: mastering yourself isn't about grand, sweeping gestures. It's about prioritizing small, humble, daily actions. Own the morning. Maybe journal, take a walk, do some deep work. Focus strictly on what's in your control. Treat success and failure as the exact same thing, and just do one meaningful thing every single day. These consistent small steps, they create an absolute fortress of self-mastery. The Stoics believed that true beauty wasn't physical at all. It was behavioral. Like Epictetus said, if your choices are beautiful, so too will you be. When you're faced with a choice today, whether it's getting up early instead of hitting snooze or having a really difficult conversation, choosing the hard option is how you forge true inner beauty. Every single choice is a brick in the foundation of who you're becoming. The great thinkers called this amor fati, a profound love of fate.
When things go wrong, you don't just endure them, you actively embrace them. So, what does this all mean for you? Will you choose to see the unexpected obstacles in your path as barriers or as the very fuel needed to forge your true potential? The choice is entirely yours. Keep learning, keep growing, and thanks for joining me for this explainer.